Even it's been a weird these past few months, knowing out.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to a new video. How you guys doing? I'm late on another video. Yes, I know, but I have a reason.
Wait a damn minute.
So last video I was supposed to do on TLC. I was doing a reaction on TLC. If you guys go to my old stream, you're gonna see that I streamed 2 videos. Right, and I was supposed to release 2 videos on that day. I was editing, you know, doing my stuff, did everything. Video was done next day. Right, video was done. I was ready to upload for you guys. The unthinkable happens. I get a copyright strike from TLC. Now it looks like apparently a lot of people who react to TLC get copyright strikes. I'm not gonna lie, that was an L from YouTube and TLC, because man, that was a fire video, man. That video was it had a lot. Just for those who want to see the video, basically just go without the edits and stuff, just go to my old stream. Leave it, link's probably gonna be in the description though, so you click it and go check it out. That's if it's still there. I need to check if it's still there. And yeah, man, that's all I want to say. Enjoy the video, leave a like, comment, sub, and yeah. Son spends 275K of dad's money on virtual girlfriend. Now, that title's crazy, especially to a man that goes out and touches grass. You know what I'm saying? The world is changing. People got girlfriends everywhere, different codes. So this will be fun.
2018, 29-year-old Grant was unemployed, living rent-free in his parents' guest house in the rural village of Chuliota, Florida. He had not once lived on his own and had recently been kicked out of an anesthesiology school for lack of attendance, and also fired from a job as a nurse for stealing medication.
Oh my gosh, bro had a perfect job.
It was around that time when he decided to experiment with a relatively new realm of online cam sites. These platforms differ from regular porn sites in that they are interactive. Instead of watching a pre-recorded video, users can solicit live performances from models in exchange for money. This allows individuals to watch whatever acts they want, but at a price. Using his brother's credit card, he browsed through multiple cam models, spending an average of 20 minutes on each.
The demon of fat. Fat boy, have you spending 900 bands on a woman you don't even know, bro.
One. Yet it was on the 5th of June when forensics discovered he came in contact with a performer who went by the stage name of Sylvie. And over the following 6 months, Grant would spend over $200,000.
Look at this man. Look at this man, bro. He's like, yeah. This man is down bad. He's down tremendous, dude.
Of his family's money on this one model. The entirety of his father's life savings that he had saved up from working as a pharmacist for over 30 years was gone. He had spent $60,000 from his brother's credit card and had also taken a $65,000 loan out on the house. When his family found out, instead of calling the police, Grant was sent to a behavioral rehabilitation facility for online porn addiction.
The more we try to run from shame, the stronger it becomes.
When Grant got back from...
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I did not edit any of that. Bro, that's crazy. That's the actual ad for the place where he went. Bro, JCS is crazy. They got humor. They got humor.
From rehab on January 4th, his father presented him with a 2-page list of rules he was required to follow if he wanted to continue living at home. One of the conditions was that he cease all communication with Sylvia immediately, but it took just 3 weeks for the family to discover that he had broken the contract and re-established contact with the model via Twitter. On January 24th, when Chad Amato got home from work, he reportedly confronted Grant over his disregard, and the two of them got into a heated argument which almost turned into a physical altercation. Grant was then kicked out of the house, and for the first time in his life, he was on his own. Shortly before 9 a.m. the next morning, police received a call from Cody Amato's girlfriend, alerting them that he had failed to show up to work that morning and hadn't responded to multiple phone calls.
So, while all this hub thing is happening, he got a girl, but the girl did not leave him. She decided to stay with him. I guess she's the non-deep double best.
You need to leave.
They arrived at the residence at 9:17 a.m., and once knocks on the front door went unanswered, they were able to gain access with a knife via the back entrance. Chad, Margaret, and Cody Amato were all found lying dead on the floor with gunshot wounds to the head from a 9mm handgun.
gosh.
Grant became the immediate prime suspect, as a witness statement from Cody's girlfriend advised police of the confrontation that had occurred the night before, as well as the collection of bizarre circumstances that had led to that point. He was traced to a hotel in Orlando.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that. Some similar county detectives want to talk to you, so we're going to get the handcuffs off of you.
Nothing in your pants, correct?
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we know you don't have any weapons, we'll get those restraints off of you. We're confident you've been cooperative, everything's good, so we appreciate that very much. It goes a long ways.
He immediately agreed to accompany them to the police station and sit down for an interview. Reports stated that he wasn't made aware of his family's demise, nor was he advised as to what the purpose of the interview was for. Grant himself didn't once inquire, just reportedly sat silent in the back seat of an unmarked police car, staring out the window for the entire journey to the police station.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yo, my brother. I don't mean to be rude, but what's going on with your hair, bro? Either grow it or cut it, man. Like, that patch is not working for you, buddy. You 20 something and you look 52. You look evolved. Yo, criminals drink a lot of water. This man is rubbing his thoughts. He's rubbing his thoughts crazy.
So you got water? Do you Coke or anything?
No. I'll hold off on that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi. I'm here.
Just to restate, he has not been told, nor given any insinuation as to why he is sitting inside an interrogation room, and has not once inquired himself.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming up here with us. And any time during this you need to stop and go to the bathroom, want a drink, saying just let me know, and we'll be happy to get you. My name is Danny Anderson, and I'm a deputy Seminole County Sheriff's Office, as is Eva.
The investigator's initial plan is to establish a friendly connection with the suspect, which can often be a highly effective tactical procedure to elicit a more detailed discourse. Yet on this occasion, something seems to get lost in the endeavor, which you'll just...
Hey, not gonna lie, Sarah Boone has a point. These cops are tricking you, bro. These cops really have mind games, bro, just to get you to confess, bro.
Have to see for yourself when the time comes. This is one of the most fascinatingly aggravating interrogations to ever be released into the public domain.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we just want to talk to you a little bit, and we'll get this in and out, be on our way. Okay? Full name?
My full name is Grant Tiernan Amato.
What is there any special nursing degree, what you do, or...
I have like other certifications.
Okay.
But I mean, with that, like, I primarily worked in the hospital for I think 5 or 6 years. Well, I was accused of grand theft of the third degree back in June of 2018. There was no evidence ever presented. All the charges were dropped. I had been applying for jobs for the last couple weeks. I'd gotten like 3 or 4 callbacks, and then I went on a job interview yesterday for a home infusion nurse job.
What time was your interview yesterday?
It was scheduled for 10. I got there at around 9 in the morning. And then I think we actually had the interview at about 9:45.
How'd that go?
I mean, it was all good. They didn't have anything. They said that they'd probably be getting back to me by Tuesday or Thursday this coming week.
Get you back to work?
Yeah, because, I mean...
Yo, you really
crappy
have,
world
they
when
really
you
have
don't have any money.
Sure.
They chill.
Financially, how's the nursing, what you did? I'm sorry, I just don't know that much. She knows a lot more about nursing. The nursing, how does it pay? How does it pay?
I mean, if you work your standard 12 hours a week, you get anywhere between, I'd say, $45,000 and $55,000 a year. So, I mean, it's not bad. I think my best year, I made like $55,000. $55. Because I rarely worked overtime.
Right.
You know, when I was just, because I had no plan of going to
bro had it good. He had it good.
Kind of using that as a stepping
right.
stone for that time.
Just to pay the bills to
right.
get you where you gotta. Gotcha. And what you were going for, what does that pay?
Nurse anesthesia pays, I mean, base like about $150 up to $175.
Oh my god.
High school, where'd you go?
I went to Timber Creek.
How were you raised?
High school and the first 2 years of college, I was A, B, C. You know, I was in honors in the major program for UCF.
Okay. You got
Girlfriend.
a little smart buck.
Girlfriends. I had, like, my high school sweetheart girlfriend
That's
for
cute.
about 5 years.
Other than the
And
fact
then
that you're a
ever
killer. Stone Cold Killer, man. Stone Cold Killer out here, man.
And no, like, official girlfriends, no flings or anything like that.
Dates here and there.
Dates occasionally, but I mean, not really. Kind of focused on like just getting through the life goals that I wanted to achieve.
What do you like to do?
What do I like to do? I like to watch anime.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know what it is.
I mean,
I thought you said MMA. I'm like, okay, and then when you started explaining to it,
I mean, I
heard
guess
it. I'm like, no.
it's animated. It's like cartoons, I guess you could say, but it's Japanese cartoons. It is in Japanese, and then they subtitle it. Yeah.
You speak Japanese?
I was gonna say, do you understand?
I don't. I understand.
I speak Japanese. Shogun desu. Konnichiwa, Shasagado Igor. Kondera. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all don't know I had it like that, bro.
Say in a few words, we actually just went to me, my brother, and one of my friends, or I guess friends.
So
from
far,
high school. We
you
went
sound
to
like
Japan.
a decent dude.
In fact, how long you been out of work?
I've been out of work for 6 months, since June.
How did you pay? That's a lot of money for to be out of work.
My brother.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I think the only other game that we really played was Fortnite. But that was starting to get to.
It's a big deal right now.
Yeah.
The younger
Kids are all over it.
generation.
And actually, yeah, during the time that I was that I wasn't working as a nurse, I tried to do the whole Twitch streaming thing.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm about to go David Goggins on his booty. You did not have the drive. You did not wake up at 5 a.m. and 6 at... What? Need to work hard.
So you have to explain a lot of this to us?
With Twitch,
you
got your mic and then you have your face cam, and then basically people are just watching you play whatever game you're going to say that you're playing.
Okay.
On virtual reality, it was primarily just Beat Saber, so it's like a rhythm-based game, like Guitar Hero. Apart from that, we really didn't get into too many other games yet, because we were kind of just focused on Beat Saber. But I think we had downloaded a few other where it's just like you're going through like a world and you can interact with the world or something like that.
Close with your brother Cody? Let's talk about Cody.
Oh yeah. Me and Cody.
Who's older, you or him?
He is. I'm the youngest one. I'm 29. He's 31. Okay. My oldest brother Jason is 35 or 36 now.
29 and you're balding. Yo, that is sad, bro.
Talk about Cody.
Cody. We decided to go to nursing school together. We decided to go to the nurse anesthesia school together. A lot of people thought that it was weird because we did everything together and because we were so close, but yeah, I mean...
Yeah, a lot of people understand the bond of brothers, though.
Yeah.
The true bond if you're close with your brother.
And I mean, during like this whole time, I mean, kind of like with just a few examples I've given you, he'd take care of everything for me.
Always there for you.
Yeah.
Always there to support you.
Always there. Yeah, did everything together, connected at the hip.
Ever any issues really with him?
No, like I was saying, during this last 6 months, it had been a very trying time. He would like have his moments where he would get extremely upset. Like, he never gets violent, I guess you could say. But like at one point he got so upset that he like pushed a cabinet and then it like dented into the wall. Yeah, I mean, at least with me, he's always been like where he's there for me. Like, whatever it takes, regardless of what's happening, I'm going to take care of it for you.
Tell me about your mom.
My mom has,
It must have been a bizarre sight for the detectives to witness, when a man who had just allegedly shot his mother in the back of the head gave a reminiscent smile when she was brought up in the discussion.
She's always been it's kind of like Cody, she's always been the one that focused on me, and,
I need to learn body language for real.
Were you the baby? You were truly the family baby?
For my mom.
For the chief.
Yeah.
Okay.
For my mom.
Mom's favorite?
Yeah. Countless times my dad would like come up to me and he'd make like me feel like he'd try and use things and word things to make me feel guilty so that I would you know, do everything that I can, like get a job.
Almost like a motivation.
Right. And he'd tell me time and time again that, you know, you're her favorite. I mean, she would do anything for you. And, I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't need to hear that. I mean, that's not what would motivate me.
Sure.
But no, with Mom, I think we yelled at each other a grand total of like 3 or 4 times my whole life. Never any issues. I mean, it was always, like, if there was somebody that I could talk to and, like, Cody wasn't available, I'd always talk to my mom. I'd always let her know what's going on.
Still shot in the head, bro. You still murdered her.
She would help me out through anything.
Okay. You smoked her pack, dog.
Dad,
what does he do?
Dad's a pharmacist. He works for CVS. He's been a pharmacist for, I think, 35 years or so.
Gustavo Frank in this thing, man.
Like, angry, violent type person. Overbearing, you know, like baseball practice, it'd be like 4 or 5 hours, and he's hurling the ball as fast as an adult can, and we're like 7th, 8th grade trying to catch this stuff.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger. The problem, I guess, was that I was always like the jokester, the one that could calm everybody down, make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something, and then make everybody kind of move past it. And I was just at the point where it's like, you know, I'm hearing, you know, all this stuff from Dad. I'm seeing how much Cody's helping me. You know, Mom's stressed out with her job. And it's like, I'm not doing anything.
When's the last time your dad put his hands on you?
The last time my dad put his hands on me would be, I'd say, kind of the middle of December of 2018.
What happened?
It's because, you know, with all the money that had been getting spent and...
Just to be clear, the CAM model has not yet been brought up in the discussion. The money being spent, in this context, would simply be his living expenses.
I guess just a mix of everything that I've been saying, just kind of boiling up in him. And the fact that to him, it seemed like I wasn't concerned about it. So, and then plus I was, you know, I wasn't acting like myself with the jovialness and, you know, all that kind of stuff. My father chose to admit me to like a depression or an addiction or something like that in Fort Lauderdale called Cornerstone.
When was that?
That was December 22nd.
Okay.
Until I think January 4th.
Did you agree to go?
The way he says it, I'm into it. I would have believed him. I would have been like, oh, really? All right, bro.
My dad.
Okay.
And that was in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, yeah.
Did your mom agree with it?
My mom and my brother both agreed, but it was my dad who was like the iron fist, like, this is what's going to happen. Like, you know, he can't...
Why did he say you needed to go?
Such a dominance.
Because with the way that I was acting, he just...
Yeah, I know this is random, but I feel like watching this with my girlfriend, like, you know what I'm saying? Right here, you know what I'm saying? She's sitting right here, you know what I'm saying? We watching, life, man. But she's the one who did recommend these videos, so WZ in the chat, man. WZ in the comment in the chat, man. W girlfriend, alright. Some of y'all girls just want weaves and all that, alright? We got business down here, man.
He didn't see that I was doing anything for like the positive. A lot of it just came back to money with him. He would like allow me to spend money that he had like with his credit card or something like that. But it's like then whenever I did, it was like a huge problem.
Okay, so you had one of his credit cards.
Yeah.
And what were you buying with it?
Well, what I was doing is over the past 4 months or something like that, I've been talking to this woman online.
Okay.
She's as embarrassing as it is. She's a cam model.
A what?
A cam model. Do either of you guys know what that
Nope.
is?
Just like all the videos, you have to
this must so be weird. It must be so weird to explain. So she basically throws her booty back in the camera.
A cam model, it's like it's like a virtual girlfriend, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like that type of situation. So a lot of the money went to her.
Okay. Where's she at?
She lives in Bulgaria.
Where?
Bulgaria.
Where's that?
That's a whole
Over in
different
Europe,
country.
like
Okay.
outside of Germany.
Okay.
Something like that.
You ever been there?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't that serious.
So
Okay.
what would you give her money for?
Just for like the time online with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just like that type of thing.
And what did she charge?
$600 for like 5,000 or something tokens or something like that. So, and then it was 4 hours a night. So I mean that's basically just where all the costs went to, was you pay real money for the tokens, then you use the company's digital currency for that.
So
That's
you
so
do this,
much
and when did you meet her?
cash.
I met
600,
her
bro.
beginning of July. Yeah, at the very beginning of July.
Okay, and still talking to her?
Still, yeah. I mean, more just on Twitter,
Okay.
just through direct messaging. Again, cell phone service doesn't work, so it's like I can't use the chatting like that.
How much do you think you spent on this? Because it seems kind of pricey.
Yeah, probably close to like $200,000, I'd say.
Wow.
$200,000?
Yeah.
And where'd the money come from?
Money came from me, my brother, and then my dad.
Did they know where the money was going to?
No.
They didn't know that it was going to a cam model.
What did you
I
talk
was
about?
saying that it was going towards my Twitch streaming,
Beginning stuff.
advertising,
Can you?
name out there and that type of thing. So I guess to bring it all back with why I was brought to Cornerstone, it was a mix of all of those things. It's like he felt like, he felt like
You need to be grounded.
Yeah. And so then I was there, I spoke to the therapist and psychiatrist and all that stuff. I didn't need any medications for anything. They had analyzed it as, this is an isolated event. You've been out of work, you have this PTSD from the whole getting arrested thing, and I mean, the last thing on my record was, I think, a speeding ticket back when I was at UCF. They had signed me up, I think, to be there for 60 days, but then I was only there until January 4th. So
Who paid for that?
My brother, Cody.
What was the cost of that, do you know?
$15,000.
So their final diagnosis of you was what?
That I was fine. That
Didn't need to be there.
Yeah. That I was fine. I told them all about my living situation and how it had been stressful, and then it got better, and then now it's just stressful again. But they had all just said that it was just this isolated
Just
event.
situational PTSD from.
Right. When I got back, that's where my dad started to get really kind of overbearing, and I mean rightfully so. I know what I did, but it's like with him, it was every single day, hours a day. Hours a day. He'd come home from work, and then he would just talk to me just about the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again.
When was the last time that you and your dad did have,
That'd be
a
annoying.
heated conversation?
It would be Thursday, because one of his rules was that I wasn't allowed to talk to the woman anymore that I had been talking to. But I guess you could say behind the scenes, my mom would let me talk to her through her cell phone using Twitter. So yeah, anyways, on Thursday, he had apparently found out that I was speaking to her again. It wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then because there was that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me, it felt like a relationship. I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it.
So Thursday, you're home all day.
Yes.
With your mom. She works at home.
Correct. Yeah.
Your dad's at work. What's his normal work hours?
He works until, I think he had to go in early that day, because he had to start doing overtime or something like that. And he normally works though from 5 or 6 in the morning to, I think he gets home between 5:30 and 6 at night or something like that.
What time did you get home that day?
He got home at 5:30.
Oh,
and then
that's a lie immediately, because they were found dead at 9 in the morning, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And he says he was with the family the whole day. So if you were with the family the whole day and the whole family's dead except you, why weren't you killed too? What was your exception? Bars, man.
Came in and then he asked me
investigator.
in a calmer state, I guess you could say, basically the leading question of, why do you think we're about to have this conversation? Giving me, I guess, that opportunity to be honest and truthful, to maybe tone it down a little bit. I, of course, did what I always did, where I kind of didn't admit to it. And then he came out and he told me that I had been doing that.
He had proof.
Yeah.
Have an argument?
Yeah. He kind of, you know, pulled me up from the couch, and then he was yelling at me to pack my shit up and just get out of the house. That he was the one who had to be the hammer, and that, you know, why am I making him have to go through this, and all this other kind of stuff.
Okay.
I had my argument, and then I'm packing my stuff. I'm, you know, taking it out to the car. It took me like a couple hours to get as much as I could, just kind of out into there. So I left. And then
What time do you think you left about?
Oh, God. 9 or 9:30 or so.
He goes on to state that
So whether it's 9 in the morning and 9 in the night, still, you know, your time is wrong already. Your time is off completely.
he met up with his brother soon after on the side of the road.
And what was the conversation?
Conversation was basically that he was brought up to speed, you know, and that he would take care of it.
He was brought up to speed by what?
This is Grant attempting to frame his brother for a double murder-suicide. You will see this quote brought up repeatedly from this point forward.
He was brought up to speed on, like, why I'm out here.
Who brought him up to speed?
My mom.
Oh, so she talked to him?
Yeah.
He told you that Mom had talked to him?
Right.
Do you think that's why Cody left work?
According to Grant, Cody had left work a few hours early to meet up with him on the side of the road. Cody had indeed left work early, yet it wasn't to meet up with Grant. It was later proven that while Margaret Amato was sitting at the computer sipping on a glass of red wine, Grant shot her in the back of the head. He then lay in wait for his father to return to the house, then shot him twice in the head as he entered the kitchen. Cody then received a text from his father's number, asking him to come home urgently. Forensics believed that he was very likely pleading for his life soon after he entered the front door. He was found by police with a gunshot wound to the face, lying in the fetal position. His credit card was stolen, with a purchase made to a campsite for $600 and estimated 30 minutes later.
I mean, in my mind, I was just thinking, oh, he had been let off work early like three times already this week. So I was just like...
10, 15 minutes you talk to Cody.
Right.
You have a conversation, and he leaves to go home?
Right.
And you leave to go where?
And then I stay in that general area just so that if anything happens, somebody like knows where I am. Yeah, I mean, I was staying in that general area, and then I decided to go
to Publix.
He just referred to the Publix supermarket parking lot. This is where he used the free Wi-Fi to log on to the campsite with his dead brother's credit card.
Which was about what time?
First you kill your family, then you go back to the cab and using it on garbage Wi-Fi. This man is down bad. Garbage. Hey. To those who have lived, you know, McDonald's Wi-Fi. How McDonald's Wi-Fi works. That's exactly what I'm on right now, bro.
Like.
Hey, I know you've been searching for the perfect engagement ring. You know, the one you've been dreaming.
Between like midnight and 1, I think. Yeah.
And you go to Publix midnight 1, and how long did you stay there till?
I stayed there until like 7.
Slept there last night? Talked to anybody?
I messaged the girl that I'd been talking to on Twitter.
Yeah. On Twitter, so you have to pay for it.
Right.
Did she respond back to you?
I think once.
The discussion is then brought back to his last meeting with Cody.
And then when you left Cody, what did he say he was going to go do?
Cody said that he will take care of it.
Take care of what?
Just the situation that was at hand with whatever he had been updated with from my mom.
Did he tell you what he was updated?
He had told me the reason why, like, I'd been kicked out. But he really didn't give me that much dialogue, like, about that situation. You know, he was miffed a little bit because, you know, he had just gotten off work and now he has to go deal with this.
But what was your demeanor? Like, what did Cody see you as? Like, were you
like scared?
Upset?
Yeah, like I was scared because, I mean, like I said, it's the first time that I had been out of the house.
We've come and talked to you.
Okay.
You rode up here voluntarily with us to talk to us.
The detective will now initiate the first confrontation.
Why do you think we're having this conversation? I
honestly don't know, but I'm pretty freaked out at this point because, you know, it's I mean, I know like how the situation was when I left.
You're now about to see the lead interrogator's attempt at getting Grant to confess, in a manner so blatantly obvious that the suspect immediately sees through it.
As a child, we're told the truth always is the best thing to do, correct?
Correct.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
And accidents happen, and things in the heat of the moment, things happen that we wish hadn't happened, but I do it myself sometimes. My kids will make me so aggravated, I'll snap at them and then walk away and say, wow, I wish I would not have done that. That was not very adult of me to snap at my child for something. Yes, they're wrong, but I should be the adult and not snap at them.
Right.
Tell me what you think, because I can tell I've done this for a long, long time, and I read people, the way they act, and the way they talk to me, and the way they answer questions.
Yeah, he looks like the type.
There's something you want to tell us. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your body language, and just the way you act. Now's the time. Now's the time. There's something you want to get off your chest, and give us an explanation of what's bothering.
See, if I'm a suspect, and he goes to his phone as he's talking to me, asking me this question, and he switches on his phone, I'm not saying anything. I'm quiet. Reason being is because, number one, you step to me like this, trying to make me feel tiny, or trying to take some space up from me, trying to push me to admit in it. And now you look to your phone and you press, right? From here, there's people with screen protectors that you can't see from like here. It gets dark. But bro, to me, the minute you press that and I'm seeing that there's numbers moving, recording from here, I think it's the recording thing for iPhone, I'm gonna keep quiet. So that was a bad move, personally.
Now is the exact time to do it. And I'm giving you that opportunity right now to tell me something you want to get off your chest. It's there. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your eyes.
Kept out about that night.
You're upset about it. You've been that since we've talked to you. I can see there's something been bothering you. Even though I don't know you from Adam's house, can't you see things in people that something's really bothering this guy? It's not that, I spent a bunch of money I shouldn't have on this girl. So be it. You did. It's over with. Money can be made back. Something's bothering you.
Hey.
I'm just worried about what is all transpiring from this.
I think at this point right now, to be honest with you, Grant, you know what it is. It's in your eyes. Your eyes is the view to your soul.
Why did it zoom? Like, why did they put a picture of him right there, bro? JCS is not serious, bro. I'm trying to be serious here. They're making me.
It's in your eyes.
Yo, they had a pocket, bro. They had a pocket.
It sounds stupid, and people don't believe it. Like I told you out there in the car, did I not tell you? You may not like what I say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth every time, because I can walk in front of anybody in God and say, I don't care. I told him the truth.
And we usually know answers before we ask it.
Right. Me and Eva knew everything before we asked you the questions. Now's the time to come to Jesus, be honest, because you're holding something back. I can see it in your eyes. People don't believe that the police will help you, but we are actually here to help you with issues you may have.
Cap.
I think something.
Cap.
And
Cap.
You don't want to tell us, but right now is the time to get it off your chest. And I really wish you would, because it will make you feel better in the end.
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about the night or the period of time afterwards.
There's only one opportunity to make that good impression, and if we've done something we shouldn't have done, you fess up. You caught your hand in the cookie jar.
Detective Dan's approach here is so incredibly outdated and predictable that it actually seems to boost the suspect's confidence. It's the detective, in fact, who gives off a nervous disposition. He'll begin stumbling over his own words while simultaneously mixing up his analogies, which never made a great deal of sense to begin with.
You do it. Now,
is there anything else that happened at the house that you didn't tell us, that you've left out, or we haven't asked you, that would be of importance? Or during the time that you drove around for those few hours? Did you ever really go back to the house? that you haven't told us about.
You'll also notice the female detective interject with something useful every now and then. But unfortunately, she's not the one leading this interrogation.
Exactly.
That would be the detective who keeps bringing up Jesus. To a guy who just murdered his family to go jerk off in
That's what I was about to say. It's like bringing up Jesus to an atheist. What does that help? Like, that doesn't help at all. She's just gonna look at you like, oh, okay, yeah, okay.
a parking lot to a Bulgarian cam model.
Exactly.
I know things that you don't know. And honesty will get you all the things I could do for you, to be honest. I can't deal with someone who lies to me,
Right.
but I'll deal with someone and help them till the end, no matter what, believe it or not. That's just me, and she'll tell you. It's what it is. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's
I'm going to say if I can do something that can help you.
Not bad, but he's
slipping
up a lot.
Make mistakes and do things we shouldn't have done
And
in
you
the
can
heat of
see
the moment to protect
Road
ourselves
right here knows
or to
how
protect somebody else.
tinkle.
It happens.
The tinkerer.
Now's the time. Now is the time
So what do you think
to be
happened?
honest.
I think that there was something that obviously happened at the house.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you.
Grant won't say anything.
We think something else happened before you left.
He's been lying to his mom. He's
that
lying
you're
to his
either
pops.
afraid of
Honesty's the
or
last thing on his mind.
embarrassed to talk about. But we need to know exactly what happened because, like Danny said,
Niggas
we
will
can
be
place
thinking
you
you
there at
don't care
certain
about
times.
honesty,
And so we need to know what happened before you left that house because you didn't leave with everything being okay.
I honestly I don't have anything else that I can really say. I mean I don't know.
Do you even know why law enforcement got involved? Like what brought us to that home?
No.
Once you start telling me something that's truthful that I know, then we're going to have a conversation of exactly what happened.
I mean, you're a smart guy. You know something
Very,
happened
very
at your home.
smart. Smarter than the
You have
detective.
law enforcement here. You haven't heard or gotten any
Well,
emails.
I
from
mean
your family.
I'm just scared as to what the answer is.
Well, you need to help yourself by filling in the blanks of what happened that night so we can give you the answer. Did anything more happen with you and your father besides him grabbing you up from the couch and yelling at you and kicking you out? Anything at all? Did he...
He's not about to
Did
fold.
he
Look at
harm
him.
you, hit you,
No.
draw any weapons on you?
So relaxed,
Didn't do anything.
so composed. He's in his element, bro.
I mean he was just yelling.
This
he's
is
so
the
relaxed.
time to come to Jesus, to be honest. Because
You ain't your coming to Jesus, bro.
Your eyes tell me exactly that you are hurting inside. I get it. Brother, I get it. You're hurting.
And this is the
You're
only
scared.
time we can help you.
Because once we get to a certain point, there's nothing I can do. It's in the hands of who has it. Nothing I can do.
Yeah, this
Honesty is
detective
always the best policy.
Weird.
You get caught stealing a car, you admit to it, I did it. How can I get help? What can be done to help me? And let me tell you the rest of my story. You're
And
holding
if
back.
something happened that you were defending yourself, then we need to know that. If you were protecting yourself because you were in fear, then that makes...
His phone. I noticed something weird about the detective's phone. When we started the thing, his phone was like this, right? Like this, kept on getting messages, he kept on checking it. Kind of rude at first, your phone should be on silent. Right? Like this. Then, he flips his phone like this. Right now, what did he try to do?
You need to know that. If you were protecting...
He's nervous. He's rubbing his feet like this. What do they call it? They call this a... body language. What is it called? It's called a... Out of nervous... You know what you do at a party or something? You like... Oh, you think and you just fiddle with things. His phone was right like this and he presses the on button. Now it's on, but I can't see it. And he notices it. What does he do? He looks at it and he looks away. And now his legs are like... The only two composed people in this thing
because
is
you were
this
in
guy
fear.
and the woman.
Then that makes
It's
sense.
Grant and Ava.
But we need to know exactly what happened for you to protect yourself.
You can't minimize this. Once a wise man told me one time, once a bomb goes off, you can't defuse it.
The detective's wise man friend was clearly a specialist in nuclear fusion, yet most people would already comprehend that a bomb can no longer be defused once it has exploded.
You can't. That's already out there. Now is the point to say, how do I put Band-Aids on myself to minimize the injuries I have? And we're giving you that opportunity.
Gosh, bro, what is he trying to do, bro?
I don't think you're a bad guy at all.
The male detective will now for some reason focus on Grant's flaws and the overwhelming embarrassment of the cam girl situation, which is basically the exact opposite of what he should be doing.
Yeah.
He seems to get confused about what he's trying to achieve here. He carries a sympathetic tone while essentially roasting the ever-loving shit of the suspect.
I think you're going to...
What did he... Yo, I didn't know JCS was like that.
While essentially roasting the ever-loving shit out of the suspect.
I think you're going through a very stressful and emotional time right now with being out of work and just dealing with all the problems with the arrest. You're probably not used to depending on somebody to pay all your bills. So now you have to do mom and dad or have to give you money. Cody's having to give you money. And there's a significant debt to people. $200,000, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, mortgage, yeah, I get it, or something like that, or a medical bill for my child, yeah, I get it. But talking to some girl, in Bulgaria, you hit it right on the head. You were embarrassed about it, and you have nothing to be embarrassed about. Here it is, man. I want to help you. She want to help you. You gotta come to me with the truth now, because I already know the truth.
There's a reason you didn't go back to the house. There's a reason why you haven't tried to reach out. I mean, it's odd you haven't heard from anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's words that like I can't think of to even say. Like I don't know how to even say the words.
Well, give me a roundabout what you're thinking.
That somebody in my family's dead.
And how does that make you feel if you're thinking that?
I have absolutely no ability.
I would have lied and said, if she says, how does that make you feel? I'm like, I don't know. I feel scared and I feel not surprised, but I'm trying to find the word. Like I want to know who it is. So I'm just hoping that it's not someone very dear to me. I know this may sound crazy, but I'm hoping it's not somebody very, very close to me. I'm hoping it's not the person I think it is.
It doesn't comprehend the words, because, like I said, I've been there for my whole entire life, and even though there's been struggles and everything like that, there has never been any issues.
There's never been the struggles or the issues like happened Thursday. Never for you. I believe you 100%. I believe it's never been like that. But something happened Thursday, unlike anything you've ever experienced in 29 years of your life. Never.
And maybe you felt that was rock bottom for you. You were getting kicked out of the house. Your father gave you an ultimatum. I mean, that's...
The female detective will now carry out what the male detective was probably trying to do a few minutes ago. She will afford him justifications for the crime, make the gravity of admission less intimidating.
You're already dealing with the debt, and, now you have to stop talking to this girl, and now you're being kicked out of the home. I mean, that's... I can understand how you would feel. I mean, that you'd want to lash out, or, if something happened, you'd want to defend yourself.
Sure. Absolutely.
But we need to know what happened.
I mean, I can tell that you guys are, like, leading me into a certain way of what...
The only thing we're leading you to is wanting to get the truth.
He shouldn't say you guys. He's smart. He knows what the cop's trying to do, bro.
Not accurate. Ready. The truth. The end. That's it. That's all we want is the absolute truth.
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about what transpired.
You're letting religion and your stuff that you believe get in the way of your job. Sir, I don't mean this disrespectfully. To God, the Almighty Father in heaven, or to you, you need to calm down with bringing religion so much into this. You need to calm down with trying to show us that you're wise because you know so many idioms and quotes. Calm down. Get straight to the point. Like Ava. Ava just wants to leave. So she's just trying to catch him where he's inconsistent, bro. She's picking up where you slop, bro. That's why you need partners, bro. But still, you need to perfect that. And no one is telling you that because you look like you've been doing this for long. You're even comfortable with doing it, bro.
During the nighttime.
So when you left your house, everybody was fine.
Yeah.
And when you left Cody,
everything was fine.
Well, we got called to the house because Cody didn't show up to work.
Okay.
So law enforcement goes over there, and can you tell us what we found?
No, the only thing that I was told was that Cody would take care of it for me. And that's all that I know.
So if anything happened in the home,
cool. This cop's
to
so
bring law
unprofessional.
enforcement there, what would you think happened?
Is he biting his nails?
That there was a shooting.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Between whom?
I don't know. Between Cody and my dad.
Put your phone on silent, buddy.
And why would you think that?
To protect me, or to help me, or to do something with me.
Oh my gosh, bro. At this point, I want Grant.
So you're telling me you did not shoot Cody, your father, or your mother?
No. I mean, I don't know, like, what more I can say.
Well, when law
Put
enforcement
your phone on
arrived,
silent, yo!
that's what they found.
Put your iPhone 5. This is not 2002,
So
my brother.
you're the only
Upgrade.
outstanding child. You're the one that's been having problems with your dad. You're the one that we haven't been able to find for 2 days. Do you understand now why we would be questioning you about this?
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be saying, like, all, like, I don't know the way to, I don't know, like, what's even.
Can you see how unprofessional he looks? Can you see how unprofessional he looks? Can you see how stupid and dumb he looks right now, bro? This cop needs to fix it.
Say.
So if anything happened in the home, you believe it would be Cody and him?
Yes. Because
Okay.
I don't have, access to anything.
We know that Cody didn't shoot your dad. We know Cody didn't shoot your mom. We know Cody didn't shoot himself. There's something.
And you still haven't asked us the condition of them or anything.
That's because I don't know what the normal proceedings are, but
The normal proceedings are for you to be honest about what happened.
And then we help you understand everything that's going to go on from here on out, of what our responsibilities are.
And we don't believe you're being honest. We feel that you are leaving something out about what happened in that home.
If this
and the
guy,
evidence tells us
Grant
what happened
confesses
in the
because
home.
of Ava.
But you need to fill in the blanks.
The suspect's composure was finally starting to slip.
Exactly.
This was the perfect moment to draw out the silence to see how he'd respond to the pressure.
Exactly.
Here's
Ava is so smart.
Here's my hand for honesty. I am an honest guy. I'm going to be honest.
Why did Ava leave the room? This man is about to fumble everything. We were going so well. Ava was controlling everything. Ava was getting us to where we need to get, bro. You got this raggedy, rinky-dink cop, bro. Watch, bro.
And when it's all said and done, I'm going to be honest to the very last day that I deal with you. And then when this investigation continues, I'll go on to the next person and be honest with them. I can only do so much with honesty.
There we go.
Honesty.
So what are you not telling us?
Now they're cornering him. They're taking up so much space right now. So now his hands are like this. Her hands are like this on the paper. His hands are also like this. This is the amount of space. This is like the amount of space that he has right now. So of course he's feeling pressured. I like what they did right there.
What happened at that home that you know? Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother? Is that how you left your family?
Ava!
No.
Ava the goat!
Nobody else went into that house.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family? If you were trying to defend yourself or something else happened, we need to know now.
The female detective does an excellent job at affording him the option to admit.
Yo, W Ava in the chat, man. W Ava, for real. Everybody in the chat right now, right? W Ava. Ava's the GOAT. Ava knows what she's doing.
To a lesser infraction, which in this case is self-defense. She provides the option while simultaneously building pressure. It's a textbook maneuver, and she does it very well.
To help you. So tell us what happened, Grant.
This cop needs to leave. Ava needs to be the new chief.
We're here to listen to you.
Grant, you need the truth. We're here to make this right. You got to tell the truth. It's on the tip of your tongue, my man. I get that. It's
Did your
tough.
father go after you and you try to protect yourself?
No, I didn't do any of this.
Hey, I know.
Grant knows that he's winning because this cop just touched him, and the cop got vulnerable in front of the detective. I mean, in front of the thingy. The cop's mindset right now, oh, good cop, bad cop. That's not gonna work with Grant. Grant already knows everything. He already knows what's going on. Ava isn't even doing bad cop or good cop. She's just trying to get info. Finish. She's doing it in a nice way. She's doing it in a, pressurizing way. You trying to be an angel for no reason, bro. They're not even giving you info, bro. Look how this is about to mess up the whole thing.
Video surveillance tells me everything that happened this night. I'm telling you. Of people that you'd be surprised who in your neighborhood has video. And I know that there's only 4 people at this house during this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me. You got to tell me, man. You got to tell me. Get over that hoop. The video, if you're sitting there,
they had a pocket for that. They made him his own poster and everything. Get over that hoop. Detective Dan.
No. And video shows something else.
Yo, L
Guess
Dan.
what? Big problem. Because it will wind up later on.
I know why JCS is doing this. He's getting clowned so much because he's doing a terrible job, bro.
That you can't get any help.
Clown.
A lot of this with
Clown, man.
people make decisions
Clown.
on is honesty. With somebody honest. Didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun. None of them did. None of them did. Cody did not go home.
Or did your father point a gun at you?
Where did he get the gun
There's
from?
nothing else that I can say.
Your emotions, your demeanor, your body language, your eyes tell me everything I need to see about you.
So why am I here?
You want to tell me in the worst way. You want to get this pain off your chest.
So why am I here? Because remember, they cannot arrest you until you confess. And this whole time, Grant hasn't confessed to anything. Basically, he's innocent. If he says what I said, okay, so why am I here? Right? Now, what I would have probably said is, okay, you have everything. But you're here trying to get a confession out of me, of course. You have evidence, so why am I here? This proves that you don't have evidence and you still need me to confess. Which means none of this is real. Probably go to jail 9 months.
Nothing else that I can say.
9 years, bro.
So your dad had told you in the past before that he would kill you?
Right.
She's so dumb. You see the way he is right now? You sit, put your hands and sit up like this and sit towards him like this. He would have been shaking, but no, you on your phone acting, I don't care. I can be here all day.
For what reason?
Tell your side chick to chill, you're on the job.
Again, costing him a lot of money.
And Cody knew about that.
Right.
So when did you learn that your family was dead?
You see the cop's body language.
I had been worried since
trying to show him, I've done this, buddy. I know what I'm doing.
When I was
you're terrible.
Just in the hotel, but I knew when you guys told me.
Ava's the girl.
I mean, I knew when you guys had told me.
You already knew, though.
But I had...
You already said... You knew.
At any point, did you feel like you needed to reach out to Cody and see if he was okay, or...?
I just didn't want to call anywhere. I just didn't want to know.
We understand your father was abusive, and we understand that he was the asshole.
Man, what she did there, she took his side.
That he was going to kill you when you came back.
Something that this guy's been trying to do in a horrible manner.
So did your brother come home to try and defend you, and then this gunfight happened, and you got so scared that you left?
This version of events would obviously clear Grant of any wrongdoing. The detective is hoping he takes the bait so that he changes his story, and can then be placed under arrest for lying to police.
Oh, Ava's the girl.
I mean, I had left when I had said that I had left.
I just don't know where else to go to get you to come around, because...
Bimbo, stupid. He just admitted that I don't know. It's because he doesn't. Ava's demote him, put Ava as the lead detective, bro.
It does not make any logistical sense of what you're telling us. It doesn't. If these two got in a shooting, we would know. We would know they shot each other. We'd know that.
But why Mom?
This got so bad and out of hand, like never it's been before in your life. Never been here before in your life, or your family's life. He's pissed. His future, his retirement, his plans are being upset by you because of the financial cost. I would almost bet this is just a horrible, bad incident that on any other day wouldn't happen. But you and me both know, as does she, what happened that night.
I don't have the answer for anything else.
Okay. This is the last time before I'm gonna walk out now, and then I'm done. Then I'm done for good.
This cop is so childish. This cop is so childish.
When I'm done, I'm done.
Been on your phone. You've been trying to be an angel.
Have anything else that I can say?
Exactly. He's playing you. Bro, Grant is so smart, bro. Grant is in his bag right now.
Do you not feel bad for doing this to your family?
I mean, I've been getting blamed for the last half a year for everything, and I've been trying to move forward into a positive direction.
There we go.
And then every day I'm reminded of all the trouble that I had caused.
Ava's a goat. She's getting him to confess.
And then I keep being told the same thing over and over again, but there's nothing that I can do to change it.
Do you regret doing this to each one of your family members?
I didn't do that to each one of them.
Ava's almost there.
Here, you sit in my seat for a minute. Get out of that seat. Sit right there for me.
Ava's getting him slowly.
The suspect still isn't sitting in his seat.
Two things that happened here today.
Ava is getting him slowly but surely.
You're a guy swimming out in the middle of the ocean, and we're going to give you one of two things based on you. You can have a life preserver to keep from drowning.
She's so smart.
Which one do you want? Because we will give you.
Ava is so calm, composed. She's relaxed. She's like,
The boat anchor.
No, I want the life preserver that I've said everything that I can.
Ava,
you want it.
Hey, I was
and
talking nice
believe
about
you do, but you have not.
Put your phone down.
You can say. But there will be a time where you ask for that life preserver. I can't give it to you. I can't. Once I cross the line, I gotta step over. Can't do it. Think about that. I want to talk to her for a minute. Think about the last life preserver I can give you.
Look at Ava. Ava's like my men's. Can you shut up? You are making this so.
Think about it. Take a few minutes just to
Where
reflect
are
on
you
it.
going with this?
And we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes, and then we'll go from there. And what happens is what happens. Fair enough?
Bring Ava in alone.
You alright, Graham? Okay. Need some food, some water? You good to stay for a while longer? You okay?
I mean, I just don't have anything more that I can say. I don't know what the next...
I'm not keeping you. If you want to stay, I'll talk to you till whatever, till you're happy with everything and you're okay.
Bring Ava. Bring Ava.
You're not detained. You're not being kept here. Don't want to be here. You don't have to be here.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay. Give me a minute. We'll get you out of here. What we'll do is we'll get you up somewhere. I'll give you my card, my phone number. If you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to call me. And we'll move forward from there. Fair enough.
I want
Any
Ava.
questions of me before I
I
go?
want Ava.
Or before we walk out?
Bring Ava.
I'll be happy to answer any questions you
I
may
want
have.
Ava.
Like, what am I, like,
I
allowed
want to talk to Detective Ava.
Live your life.
Can I please talk to Detective Ava?
Hey man, we're right there at it. Jason's here. It's going to be a few more minutes. What I need to do is just for our investigation, get some pictures of you. We're going to collect your clothing. As soon as that's done, we'll get Jason here to talk to you. All right.
How many brothers are there? Did he not?
Alright, so I take it you know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you plain out. You are not part of it anyway.
No.
When's the last time you saw everybody?
I left the house between like midnight and
I can feel the brother's weakness, bro. This was Detective Ava's idea. This was Detective Ava's idea.
12:30.
I want to believe you, Grant, but you're the last person that I could put in that house. And I know what happened over the last 6 months. Who else can I blame? How are we going to find out who did this?
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
The shit you did, you could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years.
I know.
And they covered it up for you. I'm scared for you, and I'm scared for myself, and I don't feel comfortable with you being around me alone. I'm sorry. I could take you physically, but if you have a knife or know where a gun is, I'm fucked. I need you to be honest with me, man. I need to have closure. I was told that you would not have access to be able to contact this woman. Why do you feel the intent to still contact her?
It was just the whole emotional thing. I mean, that's all
Okay,
that I can say.
so are you saying that you love the...
He was rejected by his parents, so the first minute he found love from another woman, despite the circumstances where they're at, he lunged at it. Same thing, if you get a woman that has a bad relationship with her father, mother, get the first guy that she gets, despite him being a terrible person, terrible man. She will love this guy unconditionally, despite whatever happens. This is simple. Abandonment issues. Fights with your father, with your parents. Feeling like you're not loved enough. The first minute you get love, this is what happens. You literally do anything to... I don't think he killed them out of like anger. I think the anger was, you're not letting me talk to my Medi, so I'm gonna kill you and take your money so that it's easier for me to contact this person. I bet you there's still money. He knows there's money somewhere. If he got released here, he was gonna go get a loan. He was gonna go probably use another card to meet with this woman, bro.
The woman?
I feel like I did, yeah.
Okay, you feel like you did, so you don't feel that way now?
Well, I mean, now it's pretty much, you know, I mean, it's not what it used to be.
Liar.
All I can say.
Liar.
Because she's aware of what has happened in the last several months.
Right.
It hurt, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't carry that persona that you carried before. I do love you, though. Just remember that. Just like Mom, Cody, and Dad loved you. Nobody loved you any more or any less.
That was so good. That was so good what he did. This is Detective Ava's.
You have anything else? Ava! You go.
Ava!
Because now's your time. You know that. Like Danny said, once you're out of here, there's no coming back from this. We're giving you every opportunity
The goddess.
to tell us what happened in that home that you have not told us.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware that when you leave here, you're not going to have any chance to redeem yourself and tell us the truth after the fact.
I understand.
And you're okay with that. You can live with yourself knowing that you're not going to tell us the truth.
I've said what I can say.
Okay.
You ready, man? Yeah. Question for you real quick.
Oh my God.
You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt anybody else. No suicidal thoughts. Okay, come on, bud.
Grant was arrested 9 hours later at his hotel. His trial began on August 12, 2019.
Grant Amato was so obsessed with this woman.
Exactly.
You're going to see from the evidence in this case.
That's exactly what I said.
At 2:53 a.m. on January 25th, after leaving the house that contained the 3 dead bodies of his family, the defendant goes to a nearby Publix parking lot, logs onto their Wi-Fi, and uses his dead brother's USA checking account to pay $599.99 to get onto Sylvie's website.
That's what I said. That's what I said, bro.
That's what this case is about.
Obsession.
It's about his blind obsession with this woman.
Love, first love.
The end of the world, as he believed it to be, because of his family, and his absolute contempt
I said
for
it.
those that he held responsible.
Man, y'all need to give me Detective Dan's job, man. I'm ready, man. Hey, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a job right now. You know what I'm saying? I got the uniform. I'm not gonna show you right now, but I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Man,
we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree premeditated murder.
Grant Amato was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Hey, W video, bro. W video. Detective Dan. We smoking on Dan's pack right here, man. RIP. Ava, the GOAT. Ava's the GOAT, bro. Ava is the GOAT. I don't care what you say. Ava. Ava, bro. Hey, bro. Nah, hey, Ava deserves a raise. Get Detective Dan out of there. We don't want that. We don't want that, man. That was a fire video, bro. I might become a detective, you know what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy.
Y'all could see I was locked in. Bro. Yeah, man, that was a fire video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed, bro. Leave in the comments, man. Tell me what was your favorite part, bro. Comment in the description. Detective Dan. We smoking on this pack this whole video. In the comment section, I want to see so many Detective Dans, bro. The chat is spamming Detective Dan. I see you here, bro. But yeah, bro, for watching the video, enjoy. Why I say enjoy? Because this is a long video. I know y'all gonna enjoy this. Don't forget to share the video, leave a like, and check me out on stream, man. It's right here. How do I do this? Igor, right here. Check me out on Twitch. Anytime, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, hope you enjoyed everything. Stay hydrated, man. W stream.
Descriptipn. No.